Okay, so you guys setting into motion your pieces?
Yes.
All right, set in motion pieces. You get it all in. You finally put in the last brick on the south wall. Your wall starts speeding up. You have 2 more rounds before it crushes you.
Oh no.
What did you say again?
Do you have a... can you be a little bitty thing?
East to west,
Not when I
north to
use all my
south.
wild shapes.
So as
So as the season should be.
I'm praying.
Okay.
North to south. East to west.
east to west.
I can
East to
turn
west,
it to a little
north to
bitty thing.
So as the season should be.
When the blocks originally started off as summer, fall.
I don't know if any wild shaping is going to help though, because that doesn't mean
Should we
I'm
try
magic.
doing it spring,
It just means
summer,
that
fall,
my
winter?
form has changed.
How were they just in
I
order?
was thinking
like,
if you
side
could
by
get to be
side?
something small enough, maybe you could
Okay.
squeeze through.
Okay.
Or if you can be like an earthworm or something, you can change your form enough to slip through a crack or something.
Could I roll a raw intelligence check to get a hint?
Give it a shot.
Could I also do that?
You can give it a shot.
Yeah, I would like to as well. Goodbye, Nate.
Okay.
You are correct.
Oh no. Oh no.
Nope.
Great.
Is it
Evens
just
or
the two of
odds?
them were they
I can't tell you anything!
Great. Evens or odds?
Evens.
Cool. So I'm going to transform into a snake.
Okay. You see him kind of shrink down.
Okay.
So I want to try to find somewhere that I could like squeeze my little snake body through.
You don't see any cracks or anything, but you can attempt to go through the door, since you're not technically
Okay,
in a spell form.
I will attempt to go through the door.
You go through. As you get through the door, you literally get right between Maresh's legs, and he's pulling the thorn rope through, and you just see the walls closing in, and see them kind of moving blocks around.
I'm gonna like. Can I understand him when I'm a snake?
I'm going to pick you up as a snake. I'm going to get an idea. This is you. I'm going to tell you our situations.
Okay.
In which case, I'm then going to turn you and just like launch you back through the door.
But throwing's faster.
Throwing is faster. And
Yeah,
then launch you back.
All right, Chuckles, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm drawing it like.
We
tried summer, fall.
Ooh, winter.
I think you're getting figured it out.
East is spring. North is winter.
I don't think that's what's
West is
okay.
I think
spring and
it's creeping us.
and south is summer.
Oh no, this would require me to exit wild shape so I can talk to you.
That's
Are you
how I
over
would
there?
say.
Can you come back so you can tell me what they saw and I can tell you what to go tell them?
I've been thrown through a door, so yeah.
Is he back? Can I
You
talk to
see
him?
the slithering snake come flying.
I'm praying and the snake comes and hits me in the face. Okay, that might be the answer to the prayer. Alright, so, but you gotta be able to tell me what they see. Is it a bonus action to change shape?
Do you have an abuse wild shape outside of that?
No, I get one spell slot back, so if I revert out, I have to be in one room.
So then he can't get back in.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What if you're like bridging the gap while we talk? Are you like 1 foot and 2 inches long?
Dude, I don't know. I was poisonous snake.
I'm praying.
I'm gonna go back through to you,
Okay.
and I'm gonna exit wild shape.
Okay.
I think you should take the beams and make them into this pattern.
What?
Take the beams and make them into a cross pattern. The seasons have nothing to do with it.
Kicks
4x4.
Hopefully.
But I was just thinking north wall, all on north.
I have faith.
East wall, all on east.
Speaking is
north,
North.
no.
To myself, I guess.
Winter.
Lord speaks in the third person to himself
Spring,
regularly.
spring, summer. Fall. You remember we have to put these all back in all 4 walls. That's why I'm saying on the north wall, make the very top row all winter. On the east wall, you got your fall.
I'll try Hail Mary. What's your option?
My option? I would say that all the winter blocks go together, all the summer blocks go together, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
And so you just take one block from each wall and put them in the respective order.
let's give that a try. Yeah. Spring blocks in the east wall then.
Yes.
Because it goes from east to south, east to west, north to south. So as it should be.
And it's in order to put them in.
No, she was gonna do it. So spring in the east. What's in the north?
Or spring in the east, summer in the west,
Okay.
fall in the north, and winter in the south.
Well, originally went spring, fall.
Or no, originally it was summer, fall.
Summer, fall, winter, spring. So, summer would be east, winter, or fall would be west, winter would be north, and spring would be south.
Alright, let's try that.
Otherwise, we all go swoosh.
Okay. So repeat that again to me, please.
So, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to do all the summer on these 4 blocks here, right? These 4 slots here on the east wall. So on the east wall, we're going to choose all the summer blocks and then put them in order or in line on the east side of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So then on the west wall, we're going to take all the falls and put them in this column.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Am I saying this correctly?
That's how I understand
And north wall, winter will be in this line, and spring on the south wall will be this line.
Gregor, they right?
Nope.
All right. You hear moving in faster.
it. Cool, so we got one more shot at this.
I'm out of ideas.
Summer's on the south wall.
I'm leaving it to y'all.
Winter's on the north.
Hey!
No way.
4 party members just
Shane, you get 5 luck.
Nah,
Somebody else think of an idea because all my ideas are wrong.
That was my idea.
Well, pitch wrong. Which was okay. Well, you do yours, and then you tell us before you say final answer. I would do the same thing that you just did, except I would put winter on the north wall, spring on the east wall, summer on the south wall.
So let's go ahead and start playing the next character because I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that's our last hope because I think all the different seasons being on all the different walls is a red herring. I think we're supposed to take all the pieces out and put them in some sort of fashion.
Well, my only other thought.
All of one of them.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But the pattern doesn't.
My only thought is,
Because you're
You
not
just
going to
put
have
one
straight
block.
lines. They're going to be like one and over. And it's not even circular, so.
right, is just put one block in each side.
Then each one.
Yeah. So we put one winter in the top, one fall on the bottom, one summer on the west side, and one spring on, or I'm sorry, I have these backwards. Winter would be on top, one spring would be on the bottom, one summer would be on the east, and one fall would be on the west. And then just put them in one of the middle tubes. Or in the 4 corners. So it would say like this would be winter, spring,
What are the dimensions of the hallway?
summer,
Exactly that.
fall. Right?
You know, we couldn't lay all the blocks on the ground, could we? We couldn't lay all the blocks on the ground, could we, and have the walls keep from closing in?
I was about to say that's
Let's just do that.
Yep.
I feel like they would just crush the blocks.
Well, it might buy us like a second. I don't know, man. Either way,
So that's my only other idea, is we put one, basically.
I'll go ahead and lay out my broken maul, like on the ground, to act as like a.
yeah, I'm gonna take.
This rebel doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't to me.
And the worst part is, I think the answer is way simpler than we're making it.
So that's how I would work.
Because we're all gonna die, and then it's gonna be like, oh, you guys just had to like sing a song or something.
Well, Greg's over there singing a song going, Kumbaya.
No. I'm praying to Kek frontwards and backwards. K-E-K, K-E-K.
Oh, okay.
I will pray for Keck that an answer comes to me.
Oh, at this point, Chuckles is praying for a keg.
Yeah, I'm gonna set my quarterstaff on the ground as well.
Okay.
And
Can I don't know, can I make a religion roll to see if I can get any sort of guidance from Keck?
Go ahead.
I'm not trained.
Give him guidance, Kek.
Can I persuade the walls to just stop?
You want to try?
Please, somebody pull the meme of the guy talking to the brick wall.
It's an 18.
Oh,
So if you could just
past
like-
life.
No.
Please,
That would be really
go ahead and use my last knowledge from a past life. 18?
You don't see anything happen inside the room.
you know what? That might be a bad idea. But none of these are good ideas. We're not gonna make it. So do you want me to do the last thing I can think of?
What's your last option?
Make the floor difficult terrain.
What? I'm confused. What?
I have entangle. I can make the floor difficult terrain.
You have a what?
I have entangle. I can make the floor difficult terrain and make it hard for the walls to move.
How big are these the spots on the wall?
Maybe like.
They count as small?
I love that idea.
So I could squeeze into it.
Inside one of the.
Because if the walls crush and I could squeeze into one of these little holes here,
I could have been a spider. No.
I might survive.
Ant, a flea, I don't know. How low can you go?
I don't know, man. I
Come
gotta
on,
listen.
somebody else help me out because I don't know what else
I'm
to
gonna
do.
have my jellyfish fly into this room,
Okay.
and I'm gonna perceive through its senses.
All right. He goes into the other room and sees a fairly large or open room down a hallway. And he also sees inside there are multiple coffins.
Good, we're gonna need them.
Go the next room is a dead end.
It looks like this one's about to be ours.
Okay.
It's just wrong.
Yeah, that's all I've got is to line the blocks up on the ground, make the floor difficult terrain, and to pray to Keg.
Wait a minute.
No, I don't even believe in Keg.
You have different job.
As you perceive through jellyfish senses, can you make it do things? So do you think you could use its like little stingers to communicate the situation?
I like Morse code. Like,
I don't think so.
golly, you
Can't cook.
we are so gonna die.
Not gonna die. I got you.
Cast Resurrect on.
Wait, can you thorn whip back through the door and see if we can drag Ulrich?
I can.
Thin people.
I have a prayer.
You know what? It's worth a
It's been on
shot.
our way for 2 or 3 rounds now.
But this time, I'm gonna try to drag you.
He's attacking you.
I sure am.
Please. It's the only other thing.
That is an 18.
You hit me.
We'll tie it.
All right.
And that is 6 damage, 6 piercing.
And you're gonna pull him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna pull you.
Here's your
So I know they're not dead.
All right. So you
Here's your
pull
answer
towards
for
the
Keg.
door. You hit the door.
How much damage did I take?
6.
So
Anybody else have ideas on how to do that? The puzzle.
Well, when the party dies, we die together.
You're not dying. I got you.
If I can start like channeling my lay on hands, can I pass my hand through the door?
Even if you could, I still gotta grab a cord and it did.
Greg, to help them out, let you give them one hint of one side.
East is spring.
Okay. So we may have. Well, after spring comes summer.
So then
So east to west
north.
would be spring to summer.
Yeah, so west should be summer.
And
Then as it goes east to west, north to south.
north to south.
North should be fall. South should be winter.
Yes.
Okay,
We
so
have them in a
east,
different order.
so east wall, all springs.
Yes, the west wall
All summers.
is all summers.
North
All north walls are all falls.
Correct.
How many blocks?
There's-
Alright, so you start chugging. Are you setting up the walls?
I guess so, and then trying to squeeze my little butt into one of the.
Alright, so how do you said east, spring, east.
All the spring is in east. All the
Summer and west.
summer is in west. All the falls are on the north, and all the winters are on the south.
All of a sudden, everything starts to spring close. You guys start to close your eyes as you realize the walls are just not stopping. And what do you pray?
Keck, I don't know what's going on in there, but I know that it's not good, and I know that we are here and we are doing what we've been called to do. Don't let this be the end. Let me know what's happening. Let me know what I need to do to help my friends so that we can get back on the path to helping you.
All of a sudden, you feel you hear. You turn and you look and you see this massive angel standing before you. And he just looks down at you and, what are you willing to do?
I will do whatever you want me to do, especially if their lives are on the line, and I feel like that's the case.
Before you leave this tomb, you must end the fairy's life for making an offensive deal with the devil. The rest of your friends will live, but his life must be over.
Take mine instead.
No, I have plans for you. You can save them all now in this moment, and end one life later, or they all die now.
You know the warrior that I have been. You know what I've gone through to be where I am now. You know how I feel about those two children that I could have gone into the fog after and I didn't. I still don't know what's happened to them. And you know how I feel about my remaining family and children.
Being a violent person versus a person of violence is two different things. You have no idea what he has just done. It is profane. It stinks in euphoria of his wretchedness. And he calls himself a soldier of light, bearing the burden and symbol of a holy warrior. And yet, he chose the profane.
All right.
Hold out your hand.
Left hand on purpose because it's the hard hand.
As soon as he touches it, just drags his fingers over the top, all of a sudden you just feel this burning, and then the symbol etches into your hand. You just grab it, you feel that burning, and it hurts, and it turns gold. If you do not, by the end die in front of you.
I've given my word. It'll be done.
He walks over to the door, and as you guys are literally, as the walls are starting to cave in, they just stop, just like a foot from smashing you. You're kind of tight, and all of a sudden you just see them push back, and then the floor below you slips down into a slope. You guys go sliding into the darkness. He comes out, and he wipes the top of the door. And you see he uses your blood from this, and wipes the top of the door, and the magical door just disappears. You see the slope down, you see Chuckles flying there, and he disappears.
What just happened? Yes. What have you done? Which time? I've had a lot of time.
What is the bad, terrible, evil, skanky thing that you have done that has blocked your path from being able to go forward with us? What have you done?
Recently? I've done a lot of things. A lot of things I can't remember. I'm a lot older than you may think.
This you remember. Why would your life be required for us to survive what you just went through? What have you done? What have you done?
Ooh. I took a drink. I remember that. It's kind of funny tasting.
All right, while we're here and while it's just us, I'm just going to tell you, I prayed to help. I was answered. You saw part of the answer. You saw. Yeah. That was Keck.
I don't know who that is.
I give him a very quick history lesson, biology lesson, and the requirement for the rest of you to live is that you die.
I've already done that once.
It's time to do it again, or else all of us die, and if I refuse, everything reverts back to before the door's opened and starts over again.
Ooh. They're not good. Ooh.
Again,
wait,
talking
wait.
quietly while it's just us.
Hey. There was a puzzle in here, right? If it reverts down to time, maybe we have time to fix the puzzle. And I'm going to explain the puzzle to him.
I hear you. I know the answer. I'm not going to tell you. We're not doing that. I gave my word. It's not the kind of thing.
I will tell you
if I
dying
subvert
sucks.
it. If I subvert this, what I described to you will happen, and it won't matter. Your time was up.
Yeah, that's what they said 800 years ago. Ish.
Then maybe it won't be bad, and you can come back again. But I'm just telling you what the place you put our team in, and I hate it.
Doesn't sound like a good deal. What is it like? Show me yours, I'll show you mine. I show the bites in my neck. I can't showed you the this. That's my stuff.
I hate it. That's the price.
So we have until the end of this.
That before we leave the tomb, and there's no loophole.
Oh, there's always a loophole. There's usually a loophole. I got a guy. I'll talk to a guy.
I'm responsible for this, and I will keep my word, and that's what you need to know right now. I hate it. You're crazy, but I had learned to trust you until this happened.
50-50, that was a good idea. The trusting part. Mostly because I don't always trust myself. It's a mad race up there. Killing me would probably be a bad idea, because if I do come back, it's not Chuckles coming back. That much I do know. I don't know what's there, but it's not.
I've told you what is required, and you know what our team's mission is now and moving forward. And I've told you what I've promised, and you know what's going to happen.
So, you know.
So this is on you. This is up to you to choose as to when and how it happens.
We'll figure something out.
The only other thing I can think of is that you make sure I die. And when that happens, well, then you have still not been killed by the time they tune me. So I guess we would revert, and killing me would not help.
Well, that's a shame. What about cutting off your hand?
Doesn't change the promise. Doesn't change the deal.
Like I said, I know a guy.
It was very perfect timing. Cue. I know a guy.
We'll figure it out. Let's not tell the others. Because if we don't do it,
I talk to you.
we're all dead anyways.
I talk to you right now. I talk to you right now to see what your choice would be. As soon as we're there, I tell all of them everything. It's not about you, Chuckles. It's about the team, and it's about the Ravens, and it's about what's going on in the world right now and our part in it. And I hate it.
Well,
The only thing I can think of is that you go ahead and just,
die.
preferably honorably and in the course of our actions.
I don't like your god. He's not a very nice guy.
It's not about liking.
Kind of is. You don't choose a god you don't like. You know, I didn't really choose who my guy was. Or I guess I did. But I was insane. I'm still insane. Am I insane? See, crazy people don't know they're crazy, but I know I'm crazy, so does that make me less crazy? I don't know. But it sounds like fun. And I like fun.
I'm sliding down the ramp.
Okay, so you just walk past him and slide down?
Yep.
Alright. He slides down. What do you want to do?
I kind of want to look back in the hallway and go, "Hey, Keggy Butthole, you still here?"
I start telling them.
No answer. Hang on. No answer.
"Hey, boss, we got an issue.
No response.
I can't complete our deal if I'm dead. So, pointers?"
No response.
I don't want to have to use this now. Shit. Come on, man. You know I don't know a lot of what happened in the backside of our deals. But that's half the fun. And you didn't exactly tell me what I was supposed to do when I took the drink. All you said is dunzo. Sort of. Wait, what if I eat part of that double? So, come on, I know you're busy, but you're not that busy. Anything?
No answer. All of a sudden, it flies you up and spins you around like you guys are spinning in a giant circle, and you finally are thrown out into a square room. As you regain your composure, feeling sick and rushed, and also just the adrenaline dump from almost dying, you look and you notice that you are in a room full of sarcophagus statues and one headstone.
I'm make a con save with disadvantage.
Okay.
What's in that one? I am drunk.
You literally stand up and you just puke right over and stumble and knock over a statue.
I knock one of them over.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
The one that you're standing next to.
I like to come over to this kind of like angelic looking statue and investigate it.
You notice it looks just like Keck. It is definitely a monument built to Keck.
I like to investigate the rest of the room and look around, see if there's anything of a note.
Alright, roll investigation.
I got a 9.
You got a 9. You kind of look around the room, but you don't notice anything significant. However, you notice on the stone, the headstone, you look at it and you see that it says Baresh. It says your name, died, and it gives 2 days ago.
I'm gonna just call Trinket. Can you come here? Yeah. As you make your way over, I'm gonna like kind of point to the headstone. Can you read that for me?
As you look at it, you get shocked. You see your name, died, and the date 2 days ago.
I'm gonna try to help the statue up.
Yeah, I'm just like, I've had it. I'm over it. I'm like, we're gonna die in a tree. Come on, guys, let's lick the tree.
Die in a tree.
Alright.
What do I have it?
A few moments later, as soon as it says that, what are we having? All of a sudden, Court just falls on top of him.
As soon as Court falls on top of him, I'm gonna look at the two of them and go, looks like we're having Court.
What have you been doing? Am I able to not drop and spill the rest of my bottle?
You've successfully been holding the bottle up from spilling.
This guy fell over and I picked him back up. They're done and I'm hungry. Are you coming to eat? Can I see the
Are you drunk too?
No. I am tired though.
Are you drunk?
What? No, I'm really sick of it.
Can you focus?
I'm gonna pull out a piece of chalk and then put.
I like both of you.
All right. Then listen to us twice.
And then fly down.
Okay. And I tell them.
Alright. So, tell them everything.
I tell them, yes, from start to finish.
Alright. And as soon as you finish by saying it requires the death of Chuckles for something profane, Chuckles flies out of the tube.
The party has
How
arrived.
much of that do I retain and actually comprehend?
Very little.
Okay.
You're like drunk.
Of that, what would I understand?
Chuckles needs to die, or you die.
Okay.
I'll probably look to you, Chuckles,
Shit.
and just ask. Evens are odds.
Before we leave the town.
Which time? I've been around a lot longer than any of you, probably combined.
You keep saying that like it matters right now.
There's a lot of things I think.
Evens are odds.
Odds.
I made up my mind.
Investigate.
Alright, roll.
Guidance. These dice are never coming back. 11.
As you kind of wander around, you notice there's two angel statues in there that look exactly like an homage to Keck. But you also notice that on the tombstone, the name is your name with a died date 2 days ago.
What happened 2 days ago? Is that when? That's not when we came in here.
No, it's when we hit the town. Roughly. It's been, yeah, about 2 days since we met that little girl. She was very nice.
Specifically investigate the cakes to see if there's any difference or if they're exactly alike.
Okay. Alright, which one do you want? The one that he knocked over or the other one that's...
Oh hell.
The other one.
Alright, so you go over to the other one. Roll an investigation.
I would like to help him look
Okay.
over as I'm
Alright.
also going to try.
sneak around. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Alright, so you both go over there, and as soon as you come closer, the symbol on your hand starts to grow. You feel a little bit of pain. You see this, you see it glowing, and you both hear the faithful will obey. And a dagger with a pearl handle and a silver blade forms in your hand.
In the hand with the emblem?
Yes.
I mean, is it real?
It's real. You grab it and move it from both hands.
I'm kind of going to look at the
Stand
different
this up
statues. This statue,
Fix it if it
the
needs, okay?
model looks like it has writing on it.
Yeah, so you go over and you notice on the headstone, because that's a headstone, you notice on the headstone, you see there is no name, except for you see banished. That's all you literally just see, is the word banished.
I'm going to.
That's the one that everybody else has been seeing their death date on?
Yeah, but you don't know that, because you guys haven't communicated.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
neither of you really communicated that.
So what are y'all seeing, like, on the statues and on the stone?
I'm going to go over, sit against the wall,
Yes.
just lay my spear in my lap, and I'm just going to start praying to Kepeth. I pray there's a way of redemption. This doesn't have to be our only option.
I see that, and I kind of want to look at the statue in the corner. It looks like it's the one with the child. So is there any...
Alright, roll an investigation check.
14.
14. As you start staring at the statue, you notice that both of the eyes are hollow. And you kind of peer into it, you can see that the statue is hollow inside.
Guys, there's nothing in this one. Ding, 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 ding.
Which one?
The one in the corner?
Over here?
Yes.
Check the cake statues. The statue of cake, is it hollow?
No.
So what do I see when I look at the headstone that everybody's talking about?
You see your name,
Okay.
and you see a death date for 2 days ago.
I'm gonna wail inconsolably.
Okay. Alright.
Why? What? I'm dead! No, it's got my name on it.
I'll admit to you that I only see my name as well.
Okay, so it's each of us. What do you see?
He didn't have a name.
Inside check.
I mean, roll.
Guidance myself.
Against...
Like, rolled double digits twice today.
You can't tell.
I got 7. Unless you roll lower than that.
It's not white, it doesn't have a name. So...
What do you see, though?
I'm gonna go fill of it.
Of it, yep. You feel the engraving of your name. You feel it chiseled into the headstone.
Nope, it's me.
What do you see?
Something mean because your god doesn't like me.
Yes, but what does it say?
Look at it again.
Banished.
Barbershop.
Inside check.
8 deception.
Alright.
Guidance. 5.
Says barbershop. You vaguely believe him. Okay.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
But empty, hollow statue. Possibly important. Do we break it open?
This one spoke to me, and it said, only the faithful will obey, and this appeared in my hand.
Alright, so the 2 statues of Keck, and the other 4 statues. There's 4 statues. Like, there's 6 technically.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what are the rest of them?
So you see one of a weeping woman. A woman who is playing with a ball. You see a woman who is raising her hands as if it was either worshiping or casting a powerful spell. And then the other one is a hooded figure.
Search it or
So,
whatever I need to do.
Does there look like there is a coffin, sarcophagus, etc. in the...
You just see, the only thing that could, what you would believe, just glancing around, the only one that you look like is the woman who's lying in a bed.
I'm gonna go check that out because I want to see what I look like then.
Okay. Alright, so you go over, and what do you do?
I'm gonna try to open it.
Alright, how? Push it or pull it? Push. Alright, as you push, it doesn't move. You notice that there's dirt and grass. So you notice that the ground is covered in grass, not stone.
In this whole room?
In this entire room.
I'm gonna lift.
Alright. As you try to lift, roll strength check.
15.
Alright. It doesn't move. You can feel it literally pulling on the grass and the dirt.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to open this to see what I look like. I'm dead.
Should we try to open it?
Guys,
I'm
hollow
still just sitting on the ground.
statue.
Ray, I'm gonna check.
Hollow statues.
I'm gonna
I want to see
investigate.
what I look like.
I'm gonna
dead.
go ahead and investigate that.
Alright.
You guys aren't gonna like what I'm about to do.
Once.
We normally don't.
I'm gonna blast the statue.
4.
4? Okay.
With
As
guidance.
you are sitting there praying, you hear a whispering voice, but this time it's a female's voice. It doesn't sound like the voice that you heard by the statue. You hear a simple statement that says, "Only the forsaking of the undead will set the banished free. Mercy must be given to those that repent." But you only hear it.
To break it.
What are you breaking?
The hollow statue.
Break the hollow statue.
Don't break the hollow statue.
Do it!
I got one yes.
Not yet.
One no.
Which corner?
Whatever one Chuckles is not at.
Oh, so the opposite, that one. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna kneel down to the grass
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, if we're supposed to kill Chuckles, point to the right, and if we're not, point to the left.
You see all the grass leans towards Chuckles.
I will walk over to you, and I'd like to roll a stealth check
On Chuckles?
to tell him.
Oh, okay. Right, roll still check.
I'm gonna. I forgot what the message was, but I communicated directly to him.
Ooh.
Only the forsaking of undeath will set the banished free. Mercy must be given to those that repent.
That'd be a 5.
All right, so you kind of start making your way over Chuckles, and you immediately notice that he's moving towards Korik. Zixel's over there just trying to move this down. He just takes a drink.
Let the lady stay in her bed.
Only the Forsaken.
I want to see what I look like dead.
They must forsake the undeath for the banished to be set free.
The Forsaken.
Mercy must be given to those who repent.
Yes.
Okay.
And Korik, I'm going to tell you what I just did, and kind of give you the idea that
I look through the eyes and kind of see what's in there.
It's black, even with your night vision. Do you have double sight?
I do not have double sight.
You cannot see.
Last part.
I was just gonna say if I could press the digitation, like sparks.
Did you catch the last part of that?
You see him just immediately disappear as you go into the eyes.
Must forsake the undead. Banished to be set free. Mercy must be given.
He's
to
just
those
hiding.
who repent. Okay.
When I show up with the army, I'll tell you.
Okay, and then you tell what you did.
I tell you that I asked the grass to point me in the right direction, and all of the grass pointed towards Chuckles.
That's amazing to know because we've heard some information too that we can only take as divine in nature.
I'm gonna start digging.
That's
This with the dirt with my
You kind of
lobster
start
roll.
digging around the edges, trying to find the edge. You got
All this like super serious moment. And you just,
Yeah.
You guys look over and you see Zickle.
Sorry, I decided to drink, and it's.
He's just like,
and
we're all just like-
my bed a minute later.
give him a moment. Give him a moment.
Guys, the statue has magical darkness in it, by the way. I'm pretty sure it eats.
You see
sparks,
you see
it seeds in it.
Zixel kind of digging up around the tomb, and then you see the three of them kind of all huddled together in one area.
Y'all look like a conspiracy.
Because we've been given further information, and there may be a way. It's not a loophole.
There's a way. It's a loophole.
It's not a loophole.
Don't you think it's always a
Nope.
loophole?
It's another choice and a way to move forward. And again, it's all up to you. But it sounds to me like that you have to make a big decision. Still, from what we've been told, from the messages we've received, we can go forward with what we have now, or we can go with what I already know I have to do.
I don't like that plan. What's the other one?
That's what I thought. The message I got was,
They must forsake undeath for the banished to be set free. Mercy must be given to those that repent.
so you gotta give something up and repent. That's the way I take this, and then we know that we can talk to the grass to see if it works.
Next thing I know, you're going to be talking to a pretty bush.
We don't have any bushes. You can do entangle though, so that would work probably.
Listen, I just talked to the grass and the Lorax.
Remember the last time you talked to the nature and it showed you an exploding volcano?
Yeah, no, actually the last time I talked to nature was when I found out everything about where we are right now.
Have you ever noticed when there's an important question or decision to be made that Chuckles has a hard time focusing on the subject at hand and he kind of starts talking about other stuff? I know, I'm just bringing it back.
Six, will you finally have dug around the edge enough?
Cool, can I open it?
Roll strength. The
Yes.
athletics.
I'm still too drunk to guide myself. I get a 14.
Alright. As you guys are talking, all of a sudden you hear, and you finally flipped the statue over on the side, and if you look down, you see in the sarcophagus, you see your body lying there. Half of your face has been blown off. You're missing multiple fingers on one hand, and your claw is completely destroyed.
So that's not from an Eldritch Blast.
And you have two coins lying where your eyes would be.
Ooh, money.
Do I know what that means?
Penny for the ferryman.
Come into that,
You look terrible.
I told you you look bad, Dad. Everybody looks bad, Dad.
Chuckles. Help us.
I am statue full of darkness.
No.
No.
Forsake undeath. Banish can be set free.
Yeah.
And then mercy, mercy can be given to those who repent.
How does one get rid of undeath? Like literally what I am.
At some point you weren't. So
Yeah, I don't remember that.
willingly sacrifice it.
What are you saying? I gotta slit my own throat?
I don't know. All I know.
I'm gonna cast mending on myself. Do I find the broken pieces, or they're just burned?
They're gone, yeah.
I guess I'll go. I'm gonna go look in the statues for the pieces that are missing of me, and I'm gonna like dig in there.
Alright, which one are you going to start?
This one.
Okay, you go over to it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna dig in it with my claw.
Alright, so you're just going to start trying to take it apart?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an attack.
That.
Nice. Alright. So literally you walk up and you just, with your claw, just grab the head and snaps it. And you hold the head in your hand, and then you notice that it's heavy, right? Because it's solid stone. So.
This doesn't look like part
What
of it.
was that? Did it make
I'm gonna
noise?
drop it.
Yeah, you guys heard it.
What are you keep? What are you doing? You're alive. You're just drunk. It's gonna be okay. You're fine.
I'm over there.
You're drunk, and you looked in there, and yes, and it said, and if you know what, if I look in there, it's probably gonna be me. I'm looking.
And so you walk over and you see your body, and you notice you see that there's like some sort of stitching, like the curator tried to stitch up your stomach of some sort of wound.
It's me. It's me. Fine. Let me look
I'll
into
cut
the hole.
open. You see a golden emblem of Kek on your chest for you going into the afterlife.
I'm going to look in the hole.
So you fly over. You look. All of a sudden, you just see a fire, brimstone, demons and souls just kind of reaching for you and calling your name. Juggernaut.
Give it up. Let it go. Sacrifice it. Give it up. Let it go. Let whatever this is that's going on, whatever you've done, give it up. Forsake it so that you can.
I don't even know where to start.
Banished will be set free. You'll be set free. Just do it. But mean it when you do it.
I don't even know where one would start.
Maybe in front of the Keck statue?
But he's a butthole.
Yeah, but what
very
did you
nice.
see when you looked in? Do you tell me?
Puppies and rainbows. Shit. It's only a 7.
Please, double digits. Okay, 19.
He knows you're lying.
Definitely not puppies and rainbows.
All right. Well, since you're lying, it's not good, or you would like it and brag about it. Here's what I see when I look in there, and I describe it in all its pretty glory, pretty shiny glory.
All right. It looks like Avernus.
Be better than this. Help us. Help us help you.
You know, there's perks to what I do.
Give it up. Maybe it'll even be better.
What am I supposed to do? Just crawl into the hole?
I don't know. Maybe? That sounds like a good way to give it up.
That sounds like a good way to die.
No?
Well, to be fair, the alternative is us killing you.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and then just drop it into the sarcophagi.
I see
It
it.
looks like it just
You
falls.
usually just see it falls for like eternity.
I'll pick up a rock and drop in,
And it just falls into your
and I
casket.
tell him what I see.
Oh, roll a perception check.
Okay. It's an 18.
Alright, as it falls in, it lands right underneath your right arm, but you hear it clink as it hits.
I'm telling him what I'm doing, but I'm
Yeah.
going, wait. Yeah, what I'm telling you what I see.
Here. Watch my rock. Drops.
I know. Didn't you describe what happened?
I'm just letting you see
I'm
what
watching his
happens when my rock drops.
What do we see when his round comes?
And you see your casket, except for you notice with your casket, your left side of your face is completely burned and just like it looks like you died in some sort of battle.
I'm reaching in.
All right, you reach in and
The rock, wherever the sound was.
you feel something right underneath your arm.
I'm
getting
something different.
All right, you pull it out. You pull out a raven potion, and you guys see him pull this out, but you don't see what it. You literally see him pull it out. It's a resurrection raven potion. It reverts death.
Reverts death.
Yes. You reach in. Think so?
I'm not.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
No, I'm not gonna drop it down the hole.
No.
I want to see it.
I'm showing it to you.
I can't.
I'm
Literally, I cannot.
I'm not gonna let.
No.
I reach in.
I'm giving it to Mike.
Thank
Well, I
you.
have disadvantage right now.
Yeah, but I mean,
Okay.
you
I would also like to look my
8.
all right. So you reach down and you grab it and you pull it out. You find a dagger. You notice that on the end of this dagger is the hilt of a wolf, and the crossbones are the balance. You notice the dagger is pure silver. It's a magical dagger +1.
I'll go ahead and look at it.
I'm also looking to see.
I'm waiting for my turn to where I pull a demon out of the hole.
Perception.
You got perception.
I got 16.
16.
You're gonna pull the new you out.
Damn, it's a 10.
All right, you go into there and you find your warhammer, but it's not your warhammer. It's something completely different. You can tell that there's something special about it, but you can't figure it out. You're not sure what it is. So,
You know,
If your sacrifice
I'm gonna-
doesn't work, then
I'm gonna
we've got this.
pull out a rope and slightly lower a. Hey,
all right,
but I'm not very strong. I'm waiting to see if something grabs the rope.
you feel tension against the rope.
Do I feel tension against her?
Yes.
Am I holding on as well?
Yeah. It's It's not pretty. Okay. Trust me, it's worse than that one dead.
Alright. As you start to pull it closer, out of just you see yourself just getting louder.
Let it go.
As you pull up the rope, you're just you see your head screaming at you. What did you do? You guys see this.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. That's fun.
But you go over and you look inside the casket and you see yourself just lying there. You notice that your throat has mending across. It looks like your throat was slit.
Okay.
But you can see defensive wounds all across your body. You definitely know you were dying. You died in a fight. However, as you kind of reach in, you find a staff that you're not familiar with. And you pull it out, it has a green gem on the top.
I'm gonna get out of the casket.
Alright.
So I have this screaming head of mine. And I let it slap it across the face. Shut up.
As soon as you slap it, you feel it against yours.
Okay. We're gonna have a conversation.
Hey, Corin. You know, technically, the deal says you had to kill him.
Never said which one!
No, it never said he had to stay dead.
Right.
All we have to do is kill him and just feed him the potion.
Unless he goes ahead and gives up his undeath and allows us to pick the mercy path, which he then is in complete control of, and we don't have to be put in the place of having to be the ones to make it happen.
Excuse me, I'm talking to myself here.
The head stops screaming and flips at you and just stares at you with its dead eyes. Like you can see the cloudiness in the eye
Okay.
and the decay that's staring at you and goes,
Do you remember the deal? The first deal.
for 2 million years you will suffer, and I will never let you go. And the head just
This whole
I
sucks.
thought you were talking to yourself.
It's not me.
If I take this potion,
luck point detail.
Sorry.
what would happen if I fed this potion to myself?
Okay.
Me in the coffin.
I'm gonna walk up to
I'm not gonna try that.
what's the name of the guy? Kirk?
Keck.
Keck.
Yep.
I pray for it. Alright, Snufflebottoms. You listen here. Like, real listen. Not you, Snufflebottoms. That's Snufflebottoms.
Are you like standing at the statue of K?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go sit down beside him and put my hand on his back.
Alright.
What the hell you really want? Huh?
At this point, I'm just gonna keep praying.
You're annoying. Almost as annoying as my boss. What the hell you want?
Keep up your boss.
I'm gonna float up to its face and go, Boy, what do you want? Is there any response?
However, you feel the eyes of judgment stare on you from the statue. You just feel it.
I think if we were
And for a brief moment, for like a split second, shame and regret sink into you. And then you shake it off.
You know,
I'm gonna cast resistance on him.
Okay.
Feel the god's powers.
that sucks. That like really sucks. I can draw a
You get
mustache
used to
on
it.
you. Big spectacles. Look just like Percy. Be great. You know, this giving up on death thing. That's against the rules. You can't. You don't really have a choice about giving that up. You know, vampires, my boss, deals I don't even remember.
Perception check, Zixel. Not sure having this conversation.
oh, I'm
No, and you're gonna remember that.
okay.
4.
4. Okay. You just hear like stone grinding, like something stone move from behind you. Just as he's staring at the statue, talking.
Look around.
Okay. All right. Roll perception.
Am I rolling these still with disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. I forgot to do last time. 8.
All right. You kind of look over and you notice that the statue, the woman that either looks like she's worshiping or using power, you notice that her blank expression looks like she's smiling.
She's chuckling. Oh, chuckling.
All right.
I'm gonna get up and walk over there.
Okay.
Then when I get to her, I'm like, howdy, ma'am.
You're standing there. You just see her head go move down at you.
Is it attempt to put my arm around her?
All right. All right. So you kind of walk up and just put your arm around, and as you put your arm around, you put your head down. All of a sudden, you just feel, and you open up your eyes. You notice that you're out of the corner now.
Would I recognize the face I saw grinning?
Roll perception.
Okay. 10.
You don't.
Okay.
Just a beautiful half-elf woman.
Okay. Where are we going?
All right, so rolling back to you.
Yeah, I can't do the give up thing unless you somehow just go, ta-da! You're out of your deal.
As you're standing there touching him, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, Constitution is a 16.
All right. So you all of a sudden you can hear the same voice of the angel you heard in the hallway. Now.
I squeeze the dagger and I say, now. Chuckles, I can help, and I attack him.
Roll an attack, surprise attack, so you get advantage.
That's a 16.
No, that hits.
You definitely hit. So, alright, as you're standing in the second, all of a sudden you just feel. Alright, roll 4d6 plus 6.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so 15.
15.
Okay, so that dealt 4 points of damage to me.
Okay. You feel the blade just stick in. As soon as it sticks in you, all of a sudden you just, like, your mind starts to rush and you're like zapped into the future and you are stuck in this area and you're spinning, and from one side you see yourself sitting on a throne of bones with their heads on pikes. You see yourself in full vampiric form and vampires just destroying the world and killing everything in sight. And then on the other hand, you find yourself in a huge battle with your friends. You're fighting through this trench, carrying what looks like a giant bomb, trying to get to the end of a trench. You see the Fel fighting on one side. You see the Created on the other. They're just fighting back and forth. You see multiple guilds fighting together, and you look up at the top of a tower, and you see the Death King standing before you. And then the flash ends, and you hear a voice saying, "The choice is yours. Choose life or death."
I fucking hate vampires. So, whichever the bottom side was.
Life. All right. So you literally says you just hear him break out. And he says life, and as soon as
You hear it?
you hear him say life, and all of a
Probably
sudden,
first you hear, I fucking hate vampires.
and then all of a sudden, the room starts to vibrate and shake and move. You notice that the hollow statue in the corner falls over, revealing a hole on the way out. Chuckles falls lifeless into your arms.
Oh, I'll make sure I catch it.
So all of a sudden, the room is starting to collapse on it.
No, please not like this.
There's a hole from where the hollow statue fell.
Out. Go. Let's go.
We gotta get out of here!
Cool.
Can't we end this?
Bam! Alright, you immediately you drank a big, like 20 shots of espresso. Woo! You're just.
I'm gonna look back at the statue that I was
Making out with.
almost just smitten by. Bye.
As you turn around and start looking and you see a woman where the statue leaves, and she's just wearing a long white, black hair there, long white gown. You immediately now recognize her as Ravina, and she waves at you as you guys are diving out of the hole.
I'd have to make a new
And for a little dexterity saving throw. All right, what'd you get, Greg?
12.
All right.
Shit, I think I'm 15.
All right. 19. All right. You guys all successfully dive into the hole. As you hit into the hole, you realize you're in a small crawl tunnel, and the only way is forward. You can feel the room starting to fall and dissipate behind you. You see dust and dirt starting to fill into the hole. What do you guys want to do?
Start rapidly trying to
Start rapidly. All right. So you're in front, so you're the first one in.
Awesome. I'm gonna get up.
run.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and run.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to help pull everybody.
All right,
else.
Zixel gets up and starts pulling you guys. Okay, so marching order would be Zixel, Barash,
Okay.
Korik, and Trinket. Okay? Alright. Roll 3 athletics checks and tell me the numbers.
Everybody.
We got 18, a 9, 23.
Okay.
7, 12, 11.
21, 4, 18.
Okay.
19, 11, 10.
Alright. You guys all got above 10s for 2 successful rolls. You guys barely crawl your way out. It literally, Trinket, as you're the last one out, literally just dust plumes into the room that you guys enter in. You just coughing and hacking as you get your way out of the room. You stand there. Zixel, you're running. You look and you're standing in the room as the dust starts to dissipate. And then in your horror, you see standing before you someone chained to a wall. Tubes running out of her arms as this silver blood is coming out, going into some sort of mechanism that you've never seen before. You guys don't see it quite yet, but Zixel, you're just this woman is gorgeous. She's the most beautiful thing you have ever laid your eyes on, from the sunsets to everything. You're just immediately just wow. But she's there, and she's just strapped to the wall.
Do I recognize her?
You don't recognize her.
Okay. I'd like to start investigating the mechanisms and things attached to her, try to figure out what is going on and how they work.
Roll an investigation. All right, you kind of sit up and you're kind of looking towards the hole. You see the Trinket made it out safe, and you're holding Chuckle's body. But you notice that his once white, decrepit skin, gray skin, everything is now it's like peach color. And you see him take a breath. His hair is clean and just pristine, as if all of a sudden he came to life.
Chuckles? I can spare the dying, but he's alive already, so Chuckles. I'm just trying to wake him up.
Alright.
Splash some water on him.
Alright. Doesn't wake up yet.
Okay. Well, he's alive, so I guess I don't pour this down his throat. Does anybody have a healing potion?
I have.
I'll use.
I've got healing word.
Yeah, I'll have healing word, cure wounds.
If it's all right, I'll kind of go up to him and say a quick prayer to cast, and I'll pour out the rest of my 5 points of lay on hands.
Okay. Alright. As the surge leaves you, you find yourself standing in a room. And the woman in white standing before you with black hair, you immediately recognize her from the lore. And you see that it's Ravinia.
What's up, boss? Other boss? Ravens were made after you, right?
She walks over to you, and even in life, you were this sarcastic, I see.
Yep. Wait, I'm alive again? Wait, why is my brain still weird? There's fuzzies on the edges.
You are who you are. What you were created to be.
Oh, not from Butthole. He was a jerk.
From Keg.
He made my buddy stab me in the back.
Well, you promised the blood oath to the Lord, did you not?
His general, but not technically him.
Did you drink of his blood in the cup?
Oh, was that what it tasted like, Frost?
Yeah.
Well, I got him out of the window.
Chuckles.
Yep, that's me.
You've been given a new chance. Your powers remain, but now you are alive.
Weird. How does that work? My powers are literally dead.
Now they cause life.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to pray. Ugh.
You can speak to whomever you wish. But I must warn you, not many have been given this chance. You saw your future, yes.
Saw a couple fucking vampires.
Things are taking place that are not yet foretold to this world. But it is up to you and your companions. And then she waves her hand, all of a sudden you just see a row of about 30-something ravens, all standing, different races, different people, different genders. You were all chosen for this moment. But if you give a blood oath, you doom this world.
Alright, no more drinking blood.
I must warn you, blood oath is not easily broken, and therefore the master of that blood oath will seek vengeance. So be careful.
Angry masters used to stuck me in a cage for 800 years. That sucked. Really mean.
Oh.
Lots of pokey things.
Then I would say it's the right time for you to take back those years.
I only remember like a quarter of them.
You'll
Apparently
figure-
he broke me real
She watches over and grabs your head. You'll figure it out. And you wake up and you're looking right in front of Cork's face.
You stabbed me, damn it!
Only once, compared to all the times I thought about it. That's not bad. Welcome back. And I do his hair like this.
Yeah. all of a sudden, you guys, as you're doing this, all of a sudden you hear Zixel go, "Hey guys!"
Oh, I checked my teeth. Are they still?
Nope.
I'll turn
You
the
did crawl down out of my lap by now, right?
No, I'm still there checking my teeth.
Okay, all right. Are you okay? You want me to let you go? What do you want for Christmas?
My wings are blue again.
Your wings are blue again, and you can now fly up to 60 feet. So you have this argument. You turn around and you look and you see Zixel kind of looking at a machine, and you see the woman just strapped to the wall.
Do I recognize the woman?
No,
Do I
beautiful blonde. No,
Where do the hoses go?
one of them goes into the wall, and the other one goes into this mechanism that he's looking at.
Does she seem to be awake?
No.
Hey, we should probably wake her up.
Investigate. Perceive.
You told me to roll
Search the room.
earlier. I don't remember what it was.
Investigation.
If it's alright, I'd like to try to approach the woman.
Okay.
I got an 11.
You got 11? Okay. What you can tell is you see that there's some sort of fluid. You notice that fluid's coming from her into this and being transferred back clearly into her. You notice there's another line that's going into the wall, but there's no return fluid, just fluid being taken from her. And it's a silver fluid that's being taken from her. The fluid that's going into this mechanism is kind of gunky and gooey and just looks like bile going in, and then the other fluid's going out there. So, here she is. Here's the machine. fluid flowing into the machine, then flowing back into her. Other fluid flowing out of her into the wall.
What color? Which one is gunky?
This is silver.
Silver.
This is gunky. This is clear.
Clear, gunky,
Blood
and silver.
transfusions. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's being sent to somebody, something, and we need to know where it goes. Do we? What? Can we tell what race? What kind of investigate?
Roll.
I'd like to knock on the wall where that one silvery line is leading through towards to see if I can tell there's a hollow wall or if there's a
Roll perception.
I'd like to
Yeah,
roll a
just-
medicine check to see if I can.
Okay. All right. Roll medicine.
I crit it, and I got a 4 on the guidance die, so
Max.
24.
I have an
11. Okay. All right. And what'd you get?
Oh, I critted too. That's crazy.
A 1? Oh, nice. Okay, so you kind of walk up and you just see a tube coming out and 2 other tubes attached to her on the other side.
Gosh, there's tubes in this lady.
Yeah. You're kind of looking her over. She looks humanoid, but you notice her ears go to a sharp point versus on like elves where it's more of a curvature point. You notice there's a sharper point.
Celestial.
Roll a history check.
I
And as you tap on the wall, you hear poof, poof, poof.
leading me to kind of think of follow in the direction. With that
Nope, it's off.
kind of thought process, I'm going to then pull out my maul and I'm going to start swinging into a part portion of the wall.
Watch, she's attached to it.
A little further away.
It might be
Hang on.
more.
I'm going to ask you the question that everybody should always pay attention to when the DM says this. Are you sure?
There might be a door.
Can I?
all right. I'm gonna flit over to the lady, and I want to look at what's holding her up there. Is it just like chains? Is she like hard manacled? Like
You notice Python's pinned her hands and feet to the wall.
She's being crucified.
I got an 8 on the history check.
Right?
Boy.
You immediately recognize her as Celestial.
She is celestial
Which, that's impossible.
because there are none. And the little girl was half celestial.
Pure Celestial as well.
The little girl was pure celestial, so this might be her mama.
yeah, no such thing as celestials, huh?
Well, you're half-blood. You're half-breed.
Do you want me to take that? Pull the dagger out. Do you want me to take those off?
I will shoot you.
Is there any?
How about you pull the pins out of this lady's arms and legs, huh?
Let's check the room out and make sure what we're doing. She's celestial,
Yeah.
and something seems to be feeding off of her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Russ, me, we want to get her down before you start smacking.
Mama needs a new set of shoes.
But not get smack. I want to see if there's a way into where that.
Oh no, I was looking at him as he's like,
Yes.
15.
As soon as you touch the remnants that are coming from the Python in her right wrist or left wrist, all of a sudden you just feel completely revitalized, completely restored. Everything, hit points, spell slots, everything's back. You just and but you're so overwhelmed you fall to your knees, and the tear kind of rolls out of your face because the sensation, the power, just is so overwhelming to you. You immediately know that this is a pure blood celestial.
So, hey, I just found out the cool way that this is a pure blood celestial.
You heard me say it?
No, I touched the little wound on her and like, I'm fine. I'm A-okay.
What? Did you have any wounds and they're healed now? Stuff like that?
Yeah, like,
ooh, maybe
feel
I
my
should
power.
touch it because someone's tapping.
All my powers come
You're
back.
at full health already.
It feels like if we slept for an entire night.
That's amazing.
She is alive,
Yep,
but
breathing.
not conscious.
Not conscious at the moment.
I want to help you check the wall, see if there's
By the way, I marked that as a long
secret
rest.
door.
Is that okay? Okay, sick.
I'll look again, see if there's something missing against the wall.
Did you
Alright,
already
which
look?
wall are you going to?
Probably that same wall. See if there's something maybe more I missed.
Okay.
I'll help, and I'll help him and give guidance to him.
I'd like to check and see if there's a way to disconnect.
Yes! Nat 20 and a 4 on the die.
That's what I rolled a while ago.
Alright.
Actually, I'd like to roll again, see if I can get that 20. No, okay.
Alright, cool. So you notice on this wall over here, you see and discover a stone that pulls down. As it pulls down, the secret door slides open.
Let's go.
I'm now just like,
I don't know, I don't want to be greedy, but if we can restore ourselves and then go see what's eating or feeding off of her, like a vampire.
Rude.
That would, no, this is me trying to be motivational. Something's vampiring her. If we can be restored and be better able to face it, I'm saying maybe we should go ahead and try. And then come back in here and free her.
So that was.
Why wouldn't we cut off the source? Because if it's feeding and it has a feeding tube, it will, and we try to fight it, it goes glug, 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 and it doesn't matter.
So at the
Getting
same,
her down is more important.
so cut that off at the same time we go in.
I wanted to go up and see if I could just like cup her face.
Okay.
And in Celestial, please wake up.
All right. So if you cup her face, you notice her eyes kind of start to move. She cracks open her face and she looks at you. And she hears you speaking, and then she speaks back. And you don't understand it. None of you in this room understand what she just said.
I'm gonna move over and show me what you did so I can do the same thing and see if it works again.
You see that little drip of blood?
Yes.
Dry blood? Just touch it.
I'm gonna try it.
So you're reaching up to touch her wrist?
Same thing he did, yes.
As you start to reach to touch her wrist, all of a sudden she starts to panic and she's like, I don't know.
So it's draining her.
I just touched
Which-
the drop. That was it.
Okay. Well, that means don't do it again, obviously, so.
Alright, then I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
Yes.
So you cast it. What do you want to do?
Then in Celestial, I'll say, do you understand me? I can hopefully understand you now.
I understand you, half-breed.
That's kind of rude, but I get it. Who has you here?
Let me go. Let me go.
Okay, what were you saying when he tried to grab the pin?
Do not touch me, you filth.
Well, can I pull them out? At least, how can we get you out of here if we can't get you off the wall?
I do not want him to take my blood. Filthy ravens. You are the ones that put me here.
What does she say? Apparently ravens put her here. Who are you? Wait, so why are they draining your blood?
She just looks at you and...
Been around a long time, but not
Either
that
let
long.
me go or kill me.
That doesn't sound like great options. What about option C if you answer my question, please?
I will not answer you, and she spits you. You guys see her spit in his face.
So she just wants to be let go. Let's let her go.
Do you happen
Oh,
to
we
know a
don't know
little
that.
girl, blonde hair?
Where's my daughter? Where is my daughter? You fucking bastard!
Shut up. I am talking here. She is safe in the town close by.
And we're
We
protecting her.
saved her.
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a job. Give me my daughter now!
Well, that would be a bad idea to bring your daughter all the way here.
We trusted you. We believed in you. You promised to save Haven, and you led us here to raise her.
Okay, I didn't promise you anything. I don't think I promised you anything.
Sit down. Sit down.
Who promised you? Please stop yelling.
You wear the symbol.
Okay, so ravens promised you safety, and they stole your daughter to raise her. Ooh, she's a lot older than I thought she was. Okay, that's fine. What happens if I let you go? Will you blow us up? Because us here, we're kind of new to all this. Like 2 months ago, I was doing a juggling act. That's
What are you
about
doing?
it.
I'd probably keep watching for a little bit, but after that, I'd be looking through the secret door and
Okay.
see if there's anything either coming down that way or if there's any noises or something, and just
Alright, you hear the conversation and you turn back towards the door.
Okay. Do I see anything down the hallway?
Nope.
Is it dark?
You see a long, dark hallway before you. That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of pull a torch out and I'm going to just slowly begin making my way down the hallway.
Alright. By yourself?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so you well, you're paying attention to the thingy, so unless he announces that he's leaving, you wouldn't know.
I don't make it known just because I'm not trying to distract people from the conversation. So I'm just going to just like.
I'm not here long.
And I just have my shield.
Alright, you have your shield up, your torch up, and as you're walking into this hallway, all of a sudden immediately you look and you see just paintings and hieroglyphs hanging on the wall. Stories of ancient history just being told down this long hallway.
Do I recognize any of them?
Roll a history check.
16.
You don't recognize. You don't know what you're looking at.
I'll continue to advance.
Okay. Alright, back to you.
If we can get you down, one, we don't even know how to get out of here. Like I said, we started like a month ago.
All of a sudden you see her staring back behind you. She starts taking deep breaths, and she's like, "Did you kill her? Did you kill her?" And she's looking towards the hole that you guys came out of.
Kill who?
My daughter!
No.
Her escape route, it's kicked in, did you? Ah! And she starts calling out to the Ancient One, and just...
No. Your daughter's not here.
Where is she?
I was gonna say if I could prestidigitation, like pick up. So I wanted to do that to make that little girl's face.
Alright,
Is that her?
she starts to cry and starts
She's
wailing.
in the town. She's not here.
What town?
Weird.
Get me down.
Oh.
Now!
Okay, you're not gonna hurt us though, right? We just want to help the little girl.
Get me down!
Okay, let's get the angry mom. Oh, by the way, you know the little celestial girl in town? That's her daughter. So she's been stuck up here by ravens and she's not happy with it.
Ask her how to get her down.
I'm guessing pull the pins.
What ravens and how long has she been here? Because we need to know.
A long time.
Is it safe to remove the tubes?
Oh, hey, what happens if we pull the tubes out?
Pull them and find out.
That sounds like a threat.
That sounds threatening.
I don't want you to be angry. We're trying to help you. Please understand.
Show me.
I'm pulling the tubes out.
Alright, you just walk up and which side are you ripping? The ones to the mechanic or the ones that are going to the wall?
The ones that go to the wall.
Alright, you walk up and she just looks over at you and you just yank. And she just lets out this howling scream that literally just reverberates. It reverberates so much it's like it carries down the hall. Your ears, all of you guys' ears are ringing. Just the scream just reverberates. Blood is starting to pour down her side. It's silver blood, and she looks at you. The other one, yeah.
I get it.
And passes
Take
out.
it out.
All right, so you walk over to the other side.
Okay, let's pull them out and then
All right,
heal.
you guys just pull the others out. As you pull the other out, she takes it and screams again, and you notice the wounds just heal. She passes out after the healing, so she's hanging on the wall by the pythons, but she's hanging there, and no more blood.
Pull those
Pull
out.
those out.
All right. So who's pulling them out?
Catch her.
Somebody hold her up.
Yeah.
Let's get all the pins.
Can you fly and hold her up? We'll take the hands out.
Strength check.
Is that?
Oh, 16. I surprised even myself.
All right. So you're holding her. Okay. All right. So who's pulling the pins
I'm helping him and guidance in it.
for the feet?
Yeah. Are you guidance in me?
16.
All right, you pull the first ones out, and you see the wounds immediately just heal. And as soon as he does it, the weight kind of shifts down. You're like, okay, all right, okay. Somebody put some more under the feet because she's
the other hand?
heavy. Which one, left or right?
Left.
Okay.
Left? Okay. Alright.
Rush!
Roll medical.
Back!
You don't hear it.
21.
Okay. Alright, so you pull it out, and then her body weight shifts down. Roll a strength saving throw. 10. You barely, like she's leaning, like you're starting to sink slowly. Are you gonna go for the right?
Yes.
Alright, roll medical.
12.
12. You walk up and you very crudely just yank it without precision, and she just falls, topples on top of you, and you fall to the ground. You're underneath her. You're underneath her. Alright. The wounds are all healed, but she's still unconscious, and you hear Chuckles.
Where'd Chuckles go?
On top of you.
Alright, lift her up, keep her crawl out.
Alright. Alright, so
Big women, but that's not what I meant.
So yeah, you pull her up. Okay, she's completely unconscious. All right, so you turned around. You're staring back at the door because of the scream came, and you get ready to start making your way back towards her because you're like, I think my interest peaked, and all of a sudden you hear, "Oh, I thought I might see the end of you, Ravens, but I guess I didn't." "Ah, Baresh, what are you doing down here?" You turn around and you see Ruffian with 2 people in black.
Bonus action, drink my rejuvenation potion, and I'm going to drop the torch, drop the shield, I'm going to get my maul out, and I'm going to charge towards Ruffian.
Alright.
I'm going to try to hit him.
I will give you a free round attack for that. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I can't.
12. You come charging up, Ruffian just kind of steps back, the 2 guards come in, and all of a sudden you just feel this blunt force like you ran into some sort of wall. Hit you. You get thrown back. Roll a dexterity saving throw. See if you drop your weapon.
13.
You don't drop your weapon. You hit the ground though, you are prone. Where's your friends at? You guys hear, "He's here!" You hear that immediately, Korik. So, alright, what do you guys want to do? What are you 4 in there doing? So you're running towards the door. What are you doing, Chuckles?
I'm gonna lean her up against the wall,
Okay.
sitting position.
Okay. Alright.
She's conscious at all, like.
No, she's completely unconscious at this point.
I can't fix that.
This is funny.
How far do I get?
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self. I'm gonna appear as her walking down the hallway.
Okay, alright.
Very nice.
Alright.
Oh no.
You get to the door. You're at the door, and you literally see Baresh on the ground kind of trying to get his way up, and you literally see down. You see 2 people dressed in black, and you see Ruffian standing there.
Oh, yeah, it's on.
So so after I lean her up, I'm gonna flit.
Okay, so
The traitor is here!
so you roll initiative. Zixel, you're up.
Tristan, do you have box tissues?
I'm gonna cast Blade Ward
Okay,
on
alright.
me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have my jellyfish.
Sorry. There you go.
Just kind of hang around there.
Okay.
For a minute.
Alright. Korik.
Bruce, you okay?
I'm alright.
Alright. I am throwing my old dagger
Okay.
at Ruffian.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give bonus action help. 15.
15? Alright. So you throw the dagger at you, and he catches it. Alright, your bonus action is to help?
Is to help.
Okay. Alright. He walks up, and he casts Agonizing Mind on you. So make a wisdom saving throw.
I rolled a 1.
Nat 1, perfect. Alright, so you immediately just start grabbing your head and you start screaming because like you just feel the onslaught and just it's breaking concentration, everything down onto it. Okay, next up is Ruffian. All right. He pulls out his crossbow and just levels it right at you and fires. 18 hit. 8 hit points.
I am still standing.
Right, you feel the bolt, and he goes, "I had a friend like you once. He tried to tell me how to live my life, but I always know that I know better than he did." All right, and then this one casts Sacred Flame. Roll a Dex save. Yep. Crit. All right. You duck out of the way as the flame just kind of passes over the top of you. All right, Trinket, you're up.
I'm just going to cast Shillelagh then.
Okay. All right. So as you come out of the hallway, into the hallway, kind of disguised as her, immediately the two guards look and turn and run. I like that move there.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So cast your Shillelagh.
So I want to cast it a little bit different.
Okay.
Because I'm disguised, I'm like, oh, I hope this works. And I'm gonna try to think of the stars, like starlight, and have my quarterstaff give off starlight. I'm gonna walk towards Ruffian menacingly. I'm not actually gonna attack him. Can I roll intimidation to see?
Sure.
So that's a 12.
Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna slowly stand up.
All right. Move half speed. All right.
Right? And then with that, I'm going to I'm going to look at Ruffian and say, "You've banded. You've thrown yourself out of Kek's light. You've thrown yourself away from his redemption. There is now only condemnation for you. Kek, let me be your instrument of vengeance."
What he said.
15. I'm going to, and just like almost as my eyes begin to flare with like almost a bit of angelic energy, I'm going to like swing down on him with my maul.
All right. Roll your attack.
Now 20. Send it around.
Good job. Maximum double damage. All right. What's
Best
that?
thing that could happen to Ruffian.
48.
Yeah, 48.
48. All right. So you literally just get up and just rage starts to fuel through your body. Literally, like the walls start to tremble as you start running down. You just jump into the air, bring down, a slam against him. It just explodes, and he gets thrown back through the door that he came through and lands. Chuckles.
So I'm gonna flip through the door.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use like Form of Dread
Okay.
as my bonus action. I think it's a bonus action to activate it. And kind of going off what you've kind of given me, I guess instead of evil demonic Chuckles, like after all of that, a lot of my makeup is already washed off. It's not very clowny. So he'll kind of, it'll start as like a golden white glow.
Okay.
That kind of goes out. His wings turn like a golden like a faint gold, almost transparent. So what did I? And almost like a golden. I don't want to call it a crown, but you know the thing Elrond wears. It's like a golden circlet.
Yeah.
That's mainly gold and with silver highlights, and like a silver gem in the middle kind of appears.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast his ass.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to use a luck point to turn that nat 1 into a 2 and just miss.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you blast down the hall. Just
I look cool though.
You kind of, you look like a little tiny angel flying down the hall. Okay. All right. So we're at the top of the combat round. Zixel?
Cool. So I can't cast spells or concentrate.
Right.
I can do everything else though.
That's correct.
Cool. I'm gonna try to bite him.
Okay. All right.
And I rolled a 11.
11. All right. You bite and he moves. He moves out of the way.
Cool. Then I have my jellyfish come and sting him,
Okay.
and then back up a few feet. So
Okay. All right.
it'll be 11 right there.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Cork.
As I move up, I'm gonna emboldenly bond you and him.
Okay.
I will give Baresh the help action again.
Okay. All right.
And then I will take cover.
Okay.
Well, and pray.
All right. So as a bonus action, Ruffian chooses disengage, moves back, and he stops and looks at all of you and goes, "They're coming for you." And he snaps a finger and teleports out.
Did something flash?
Yes.
Seriously. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna stop being a woman now.
All right. So yeah, you transform back and.
Who's coming for us? Nobody's here. Where's she? Let's go back to her.
Let's go back.
Yeah, okay. So we'll go back into that room and be ready to defend.
I want to.
That's what it's
I want to keep.
I was the very last
forward down that hall.
As we start to go back down the hallway, you guys realize that you've never seen Cork look so bad and still be walking.
Yeah. You guys get back into the other room, and she's kind of crawled her way out. You can tell she's weak, and she's looking at you.
And tell her that he said that they're coming to get us.
And she responds to you. I know. I felt the fell. He brought the fell back from the fell. Get me to my daughter, and get me to Eden now. Now.